Okay. Hello, good afternoon, evening, night, day, whatever. Wherever you are on this planet of ours, Tim Cooper here with you. And today I'm going to talk about something, once again, that is very, very important to your business and your reputation and ultimately your sanity, right? And in a previous training, I was talking about Jay Abraham and how he said that there are only three ways for you to build a business. One was get more customers, buyers, clients, whatever you want to call them, how you refer to the people who give you money. And then number two was to increase your pricing. Number three was to increase the frequency of purchase to make sure that those people are coming back and buying more. I also mentioned in that training that a lot of times people, when it looks at that middle one, at increasing pricing, they actually go the other way and they reduce their pricing, they discount, they commoditize themselves, they compete on price. And what this does is it can attract a type of client to you, a type of customer to you that can be quite toxic to you and your business, because now you're not really focusing in on your ideal client. You're not focusing in on who you would like to work with. The point is that you can build a business trying to service everyone, have lots of complaints and problems coming in because you're not meeting their expectations. And that's through no fault of you or your product or service, but it's definitely a fault in your selection of who you're letting into your product or service, if that makes sense. And I'll expand on this a little bit further. So, you have a role to play in tightening this up and sort of removing this problem as well. But the problem is that you have really got to focus in on the ideal person that you want to work with, right? Because obviously, if you're going to bring about a result for that person, 9 times out of 10, they've got to take ownership of the problem they're trying to solve. They've got a role to play in the process, and if they're not willing to do their part, then it's unlikely that you're going to get as good a result for them as possible. And sometimes people, once again, they come in with unrealistic expectations. They expect the magic bullet, the magic pill, the magic wand. And then when they don't get the results as quickly as they would expect, then they go out there and they talk ill of either you, your business, your product, or the industry in which you serve. And it doesn't do anybody any good at all. So at the end of the day, you cannot possibly serve everybody on the planet, and you shouldn't. And the point is, a lot of times is that when you're first starting out, you will embrace anybody with a pulse who has the smallest portion of interest in what you do. You just embrace them and drag them in because you're so keen and desperate for the business. And ultimately, that can end up being a major thorn in your side. You've got to understand that no matter what business you're in, what niche you're in, there's a huge population out there, and there are plenty of people out there who need you and will work with you and will respect you, pay you what you're worth, and you'll have this amazing relationship, this win-win. Like they will be winners because they will find somebody who cares and nurtures them and helps them with their products and service and everything else. And as a result, you will win because you will have a team of loyal followers. There are many business people. Like I read a book by Russell Brunson a number of years ago called .com Secrets. And it's in that book, in the first few pages, when he writes, he woke up one morning and realized that he hated his customers. Because the point is that, and I know hate's a hard word, and he's probably being dramatic in text, but the point is that you can spend your time building a base of clients, customers, patients, whatever, who are a lot of hard work and who don't respect you, who throw everything onto your shoulders, who expect you to do all the hard work. And at the end of the day, it's very tiresome, and then you don't get the results and they complain and they request refunds or they give you bad reviews. And as I said, it's not necessarily your service that is at fault. Once again, now, I forgot to say this, but if you're watching this live, please put in hashtag live. Watching this on the replay, please put in hashtag replay. And you know where to put your questions. And once again, you can always do this or that. Okay, rightio. So where were we at? Right, so don't have the scarcity mentality that you must accept every buyer, purchaser, client, customer. Look, I usually refer to them as clients because I come from that consulting background. So my coaching clients, my massage clients. So I often refer to it to the people who pay me money as clients, but you may refer to them as customers, patients, whatever. But be very, very focused. And what you find is that when you focus in on the benefits that you can provide, and when you make the boundaries, right? When you set the boundaries as to exactly who you're going to work with and what your clients must do in order to work with you. Okay, so all of a sudden they've got to qualify themselves to you, right? You don't have to go out there and prove yourself to them. You don't have to go out and go, no, come and have a massage or come and try my service, come and try my product and I'll show you how good it is, right? You can actually position yourself in a way that they've actually got to qualify themselves to you. You can position yourself in a way to say, I've got this, right? I can do this. This is the benefit of my service or product. Now let's see whether you can qualify to actually take benefit. And it puts a real value. It's great for your confidence. It's great for you. It's great for your positioning. It's great for your brand, because now you've got people actually chasing you and falling over themselves, and they've got to prove themselves to you that they are willing to do their part to work with you to get the result that you can ultimately get them without making any claims or guarantees, because everybody's different. Okay, but the point is that and then when you get the right people into your business, everything starts to flow. It's like a well-oiled machine, because they're working with you. They understand that it's a process, especially if you work in the health environment like massage and sort of stuff. They understand that it's not a one and done. There is going to be multiple treatments required. So don't expect to come in for one treatment and be fixed, as a lot of people do, and that's where all the bad reviews and all the massage doesn't work. That's where it all comes from. It comes from unrealistic expectation. It doesn't come from the fact that the actual process doesn't work. It comes from the fact that the person wasn't vetted properly. They didn't qualify to get that benefit, because they came in with the expectation that there was only going to be one treatment and they were going to be fixed and they were going to be out the door and everything was going to be great. Right, those are the things that you've got to address from the outset. Make it very clear, once again, that if there is a process, if there is a series of treatments and whatever, and this happens in multiple industries. Okay, it doesn't matter. Sometimes there is a series of things that has to happen before you get to the result. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Treatment 1, treatment 2, treatment 3. Right. So make sure that is very, very clear at the beginning, and make sure that the person who is undertaking your service or product is committed to taking those steps, and make sure they understand that if they don't take those steps, then they can't expect to see the result at the end, right? And so then that way, then it's not on you. And if they fall off halfway through, or they only come for one treatment, then because you told them that they can't expect the result if they don't finish the process, they are less likely to go out and give you a bad review. They're less likely to go out and say that this particular process didn't work for them, because at the end of the day, they have been told that the only reason why it didn't work for them, one of the main reasons why it didn't work for them, is because they didn't do the work they needed to do as part of it. Okay? So once again, if you're watching this live, please put in hashtag live. Or watching on the replay, hashtag replay. Any questions, you know where to stick them. So I hope this is you found this useful, because once again, these are the building blocks to a solid, sustainable business. These are, and it doesn't matter where this business is. It doesn't matter whether this business is brick and mortar. It doesn't matter whether this business is online. These are all fundamental building blocks. And it's saying, like, if you attract the right clients, if you only accept the people who are going to work with you, then they're going. Then you are sort of hitting those 3 steps as well. So you've attracted the right client. You should be charging what you're worth. So increase your pricing so that you're increasing the value per sale. And because now that you've actually vetted the client and they've qualified themselves and they're going to be a repeat client, then you've hit number 3 as well. You actually increase the frequency of purchase. Okay, you've increased the lifetime value of that client, but you've also increased your value to the client because now they're working with you and you're working towards that solution, towards that benefit for them. Okay, so that's it for the day. Once again, if you have any questions at all, please reach out and I will answer them as part of this video series. I do plan to get on for up to 10 odd minutes every single day, giving you these tips and pointers and guidelines to help you build your business either online or offline. Okay, once again, and I would encourage you, if you are looking at maybe moving some of your business online, to take the challenge, the 15-day challenge by Dave Sharp. Absolute rock star knows his stuff. He's been in the business for 10 years, helped people build massive businesses, and there's a 15-day challenge that you can go and check out if you so wish. I did it. I went through it, and I've gone on to invest more time and money with Dave Sharp and his team because it's the real thing. And I only talk about, I only promote what works and what's real, because there's lots of fake and fluff out there. So I only talk about the real things, the good stuff out there. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, any questions, you know where to put them, and I will be back at the same time tomorrow. Until then, you take care.